Hello.
Happy New Year.
I forgot my New Year's hat.
What?
I did. I totally forgot it. I saw
Because
one
we don't have one.
somewhere. I did see a New Year's hat somewhere, and I forgot to bring it up here. Yep.
We don't have one.
No, I did see something down in Olivia's closet.
Oh.
We store a lot of weird stuff in Olivia's closet.
Olivia's closet is, first of all, Olivia's closet is the size of a New York City apartment. So
yes,
we can store a lot of stuff in there. But
right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Cannot believe it's actually 2022 now. It's going to be a great year because my favorite number is 22.
Are we going to ask why?
Because I like the number 2, and what's better than number 2?
Two of the number 2s? Yeah.
So it seems like we might be a little out of sync with our voices.
Really?
That's what it says. Don't shoot the messenger.
Okay.
It might be better now.
We could try that. I don't know if that worked.
Oh, look. Nightbot's already working.
Nightbot. Yeah. Yep.
He's already saying,
yeah. That's funny. I didn't even expect Nightbot to jump in here, but you're right. He does.
Nightbot covers everything. He's always watching.
Yep.
All right. Well, maybe it was just a little out of sync right at the beginning, so I'm glad it's resolved itself. So yeah, actually, Nightbot brings up one of the topics that we're going to be talking about tonight, which is our text messaging platform.
Yes.
We're going to go over some of the changes there. Don't worry, it's all good news. But it does require some
updating
on your part. Not our part. We're all set.
Well, we did an update, and actually we kind of had to do this sort of almost legally because we did an update on our part with the texting platform that I know we have the Village here on YouTube, but we also have people that go to our website, buy our soap, check out, leave, and have no idea we have this whole community on YouTube. But now Shopify and the back end of our website asks if you want to be a part of our text messaging platform. They have no idea we may send out a 2 a.m. baby alert.
Right.
So we had to kind of separate the two.
Yeah. So we'll get to that. But we actually made it to the ball dropping last night.
We did, shockingly.
5 out of 6 of us did.
Yep.
You had a little bit of a nap in between.
I might have had a nap at some point. Yeah. I think it was in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
most definitely.
It was totally in the living room during some movie.
We definitely heard you snoring, and we laughed. I was like, don't worry. Dad's just recharging his batteries to get himself to midnight.
Yep, I did.
But yeah, we watched it.
Who else made it to midnight, though?
Yeah.
Let's see. If you didn't make it to midnight, say no. If you made it, say yes.
So we
my chat will go crazy.
Or thumbs up, thumbs down.
Or thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah,
you could do that.
I made it, or boo, I missed it.
Yeah.
No, we watched Anderson Cooper and who was the other guy? He's gonna elude my mind right now. But anyway, we watched Anderson Cooper get trashed.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I know.
Apparently, it's okay to get drunk on live TV.
Guess so now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a whole bunch of yes. A whole bunch of no's. Oh. Yes, no's. I know some people in our village. We were watching you in chat. You made it to both.
Somebody was very adamant, no.
No.
They were capital N, capital O.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy Cohen. That's who it was. Thank you.
And Nightbot blocked it. Or no, message was deleted by Nightbot. Yes, it was.
Oh.
Because it was all caps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your excitement and enthusiasm. Can you turn it down a notch?
Yeah. Oh, is it very... Oh,
That's Nightbot.
I was almost like, is it too loud? Yeah, it actually is too loud.
You turned it up right before...
I'm going into the red.
Right before going live, you turned it up too. And I was like, we're just sitting here. It's always really quiet in our little studio area here. And so he was playing with the volume. And I was like, as soon as we get going, it's not going to be quiet. Yeah, Andy Cohen was trashed, but Anderson Cooper, he had the case of the giggles, little schoolgirl giggling, which I don't even know what they were talking about or really who they were talking to.
To be honest, it wasn't even good. We went to another channel, bounced around.
It was hysterical.
Yeah, it was.
They're always trash, though. Yeah. Is there a light show tonight? Probably. I didn't exactly turn it off yet, so
there should. Yeah,
it might be the last one.
Santa has moved on because we had to move him out to muck out and everything.
You make it sound like he went to heaven. He's moved on.
He's moved on for the season. He'll be back next year.
He's on vacation. Let's face it.
But the light show will continue for another couple days. We'll go to January 6th, the end of Christmas, the official end of Christmas with the light show.
Okay.
Speaking of that, is that question in there?
Yes.
You
If we're telepathically speaking right now, yes, that question is in there.
Yeah. Oh, no,
right.
Santa's not dead. No. Remember, Q&As are adults only. No, Santa's fine. He'll be back next year.
No, Queenie watches Q&A, so I'm not sure if he's on tonight, but we don't have the walkie-talkie because he's actually out in the house now.
He's been in the house for a little bit.
Yeah, he's been out and about. So yeah, that was it was interesting. I know y'all love the late shows. We have a little, talking about to get to.
One of you guys made it. Oh, wait a second. I'm on Top Chat, not Live Chat. Whether that actually makes a difference.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're going to change it.
So how many people think that they were actually only drinking water?
And faking the whole thing? No.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No. I mean,
I just know that if I was drinking that much, I would have been, like, my speech would have been slurred and my eyeballs would have been crossed. Like, they drank a lot.
Right.
Anyway. So what do we have to talk about?
I don't know. It's New Year's.
Prepared
and we got a lot of questions. That's it.
Okay.
So
do you want to just start with some questions?
Sure. I mean, people are asking already in chat, and we have a whole list, so we're just going to move to the list first.
Right. So we ask people to send in their questions via email throughout the 2 weeks because we live stream our Q&A every other Saturday. So we are going to take their questions, and then after we're done, if we did not touch upon those much needed answered questions, then you can be free to ask them then. So thank you, Chris and Susie, for your super chats. That was very nice.
You do not get a free puppy.
And you don't know.
But you do get this.
Puppy. You get this.
There you go.
You get a bobbling moo head.
Yeah, you get a bobbling moo head. That's what you get. Yeah, so we've got something new in our studio that we needed for a long time. We've been live streaming to you guys in this studio for close to a year, and we never had. We see ourselves down there, and if I go to the back, there you go. We see ourselves here. This is the panel where we can put that moo bouncy head, and I can throw your chats on the screen and all that stuff. And that little thing you see over there allows me. Thank you.
Wow.
Allows me to see the different camera angles and all that. But we never saw what you guys actually see.
So anytime you guys say we look blurry or like your lips are out of sync, although we're not, or we wouldn't be able to see that.
So that whole 20-second delay, we don't see it. So now that monitor you see up there allows us to actually.
Now they can.
That one up there allows us to actually see what you see. So if I wave like this, it's going to happen 20 seconds later on that screen, like somebody actually viewing YouTube. So we know when you actually see what we said. And it was interesting because that's the first time we've ever seen Moo's head bounce across the screen the way you guys see it.
So it's actually really distracting.
Yeah, it is super distracting.
So I keep seeing myself over there, and I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, it's just so, yeah. If you see our eyes kind of bouncing that way, it's because we did something that we're distracted about.
And it's 20 seconds ago. And it was a double thing. It's been on our mind for a while. You guys know we have a treadmill back there. This used to be a gym. The floor is like padded. But we're trying to work out more. Well, at least Liz is. I'm not. But I will at some point.
We do dance parties, so we use that TV to screen my workouts up there.
So the TV spins the other way, and then we can work out back there. So 2 birds, 1 pebble, or however that saying is.
One stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to put up one more thank you though, because I just saw another one.
And Cat. Said, "Happy New Year and bring on the kidding."
Yeah, but there was this one up here.
That was
right.
That's
that's
what I just
That's
read.
what that said.
HNY. I deciphered that to be
job.
Happy New Year.
Good job. I didn't get that one.
Oh, I should have made you guess.
Yeah. Yep. You could have.
All right, so let's dive into some questions. Thank you guys for your super chats. As y'all heard in the barn this morning, hay has doubled in price. So I don't know what Moo's eating next month, but we're going to have to figure something out. 2 years in a row of really just either too much water or not enough water, and there's like no hay. I mean, well, it's not no hay, but there's much less hay than Connecticut needs right now. So all of the hay is being trucked in from other states, which is causing the hay to be like astronomically high right now. So you're talking about what used to be really high quality second cut prices. You're getting first cut for that.
Right. Yeah.
Still good quality.
And you can even go back to one of our old hay videos. Like we made a video maybe a year ago or something that talked about hay. And I think even in that video, we were like, this is a $7 bale first cut hay, and this is a $10 bale second cut from the place we buy from.
And it's now doubled.
Almost.
It's $12 for a bale of first cut,
which
right
used to
now.
be like 7 or 8 from them.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. So,
but to your point, I take the hat off when I get stressed.
It's one of his ticks.
To your point, though, watch yourself. That's got to go. We need a new sign. Moo's falling.
I was almost taken out.
We're going to talk about Moo, too. You were almost
taken out by the metal sign.
Yeah.
Don't put it in front of the pretty soap and in front of the dog.
It's good right there. No?
I would rather it leave permanently than to... was close.
That was close.
Start off 2022. Yeah. My favorite year.
So hopefully Moo's here in a couple days. If you haven't watched that video, I will wait. You can go watch it now.
Why don't you just tell them?
January 3rd.
Okay.
Anthony's driving it here.
Anthony, our truck driver.
Has it on the truck.
It's on the truck. It made it to New Jersey. Anthony's driving real slow.
Yeah, because he got it like 2 days ago.
He got it on the 27th.
Yeah.
It is now the 1st. That is 4
days. I
can
can get to Jersey in a couple hours. Yeah.
Okay, but Anthony probably, and we're not making this name up. Like that's
no, we're not. Like they literally
guys,
told us. They gave us his last name too. I'm just not giving that out to you guys. You go find him.
Y'all find him on like social media. Be like, drive faster. We need our moves.
You're right.
Okay, so yeah, Anthony is driving the speed limit and making sure he doesn't get pulled over.
It's just water. Andy Cohen and the other guy.
Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, just water. Yep.
So as soon as she gets here, as promised, we'll see her coming down the driveway and we'll hit the live button on the website, send out a text message, which we'll get to, announce it probably on every single social media platform, and a flare gun up in the
sky.
Be everywhere. It'll be everywhere.
With one of those little things that go
behind
it.
Those like little announcement
Say
flags
Moo is here.
That go on the beach.
Yeah.
We'll drive one over your house.
I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Billboards I have looked into. Digital billboards on the side of the highway. Yeah. I have looked into that.
So she's on her way.
Yeah.
And Harper.
Harper.
Oh my gosh, we're falling apart.
Yeah. It's the new year.
This is not a good way to start the new year.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that.
When Anthony gets here, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe my text message will be like, Anthony's here, and everybody will be like, what the heck is going on?
The insiders.
It's the inside joke.
Insiders will know.
Anthony's here. Quick, everybody go to the website.
Yeah.
So speaking of the website, end of year kind of conversation. Yes. We have a lot to be thankful for.
Yes, I have that here. I can literally put up this one right here. Ready? Bam. See that?
That was so special.
That was good. That was old, but it's still the same message.
Maybe he wants to be called Tony. I actually called him Tony.
Yeah, maybe.
In the barn this morning.
Not what they called him in the email, though. Yeah.
Anthony.
They said Anthony.
It was Anthony, but sometimes people call me by Elizabeth, and it makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we ended our year with a lot to be thankful for with our business, with our health and family. As far as goals, though.
Oh, you're going to that question.
Well, I'm not going to that question yet. It's coming.
We could talk about that when we get there.
But yeah, maybe we'll just...
I'm just going to move over to questions. Try to find them.
Okay. Well, they're under questions for
I'm under the
22.
Yep. I was under the...
Yeah. So we'll start at the...
Woo! We got a good number of them.
Yeah, we do.
Buckle up. Here we go.
Okay.
We're over 300 people. We can answer questions now.
No, we're not. We're at $2.99. We'll wait.
We were at 304.
Well, now we're at $2.99.
They left.
Apparently, we started talking about things they don't want to talk
Wow,
about.
12 people on Facebook. Look at that.
That's cool. Hey, Facebookers.
Yeah, we still have our one Twitcher. Good job, Twitch.
Oh, there we go.
There we
308. We can
All right,
answer
first questions from Nicole B.
All right, so Nicole B asks, are you going to do new trading cards on the website?
No.
No, but there's something else that we're working on, and it won't be available for Black Friday. Sorry.
It won't be available for Black Friday? What do you mean?
Telepathically.
No. Wait a second. No, you don't even need to tell me what it is. You said it won't be available for Black Friday?
Until Black Friday.
Oh, yeah. She's waiting a while for that one.
Well, because it's going to take a while.
You
know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're working on something. No, unfortunately, see, in business, so we got a good question coming up later about, what are your goals, all that kind of stuff. And you got to take risks and you got to try things. But I think from our consulting with Gary V, and that he's like, look, you're a small business. 2 things he said on that. And he didn't say it directly to us. He actually said it to somebody else, was like, you stop trying to be a global business. You're small. Like, you don't own as much of the local business as you think you do. Mm-hmm. You're spending way too much money to try to be a global company, just the 2 of you. And think smaller but bigger, if you know what I mean. Like, and then the other one was pre-order. Like, you made those stuffed animals. You guessed how many you think you need, tied up all that funding, been waiting almost 8 months with all that cash missing. You could have used that for marketing and advertising, whatever. You got to get better at the pre-order game. And unfortunately, we did not do that with the trading cards. It was the worst product we have ever launched. From a guest perspective, like
it was also the cheapest.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong; they didn't cost that much to make, but we were like, how many of each do we need? Oh, we're gonna sell a lot of these. Yeah, we have tons of those left.
Yeah,
and now they're outdated. They're the wrong year.
We literally give them away to the little kids who come for goat snuggles, and like if they fell in love with Stella, they get a Stella card. If they fell in love with Greta, they get a Greta card. If they fell in love with Thor, well, they get nothing. Because we don't have
we don't have a Thor
card because they are 2 years old. So
so no, we're not doing it again. No, well, unfortunately not.
That's the kind of thing like in any business or even in your own life, like you have to make some mistakes and evolve and go and find out, hey, that didn't work. Let's do something else. And to your point, pre-order to find out exactly how much.
Get a good judge on
idea of how much you actually need.
And don't get me wrong, it's not only the people that jump on pre-order would get a product. We wouldn't make it that risky. Like, okay, we got 100 pre-orders, we're gonna make 100 bars of this soap. No, we got 100 pre-orders, let's make 150 bars, something like that.
Yeah.
So they used to say it, like you were saying, they used to say it in skateboarding and stuff like that. If you're not falling down, getting hurt, you're not trying hard enough.
Right.
So it's the same thing.
Well, they said it in horseback riding too.
Right.
If you're not a real horseback rider until you've fallen off the horse like 100 times. And I was like, okay, then I quit because I fell off like 20 times. And I'm like, nope, that's good. I'm fine.
Yeah. So we got another question from Nicole B. You ready? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. So Nicole B asked, how is Dee, and does Dee look like she still has quads? How do you feel about that, Liz? Okay, I think we all know how Liz feels about Deandra having quads.
Yeah.
A couple extra gray hairs here. They're coming in fast and furious. I don't know if Dee actually has quads.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, I mean, we're only going to find out one way.
Yep.
So, whenever her due date is, that's when we'll see. But I don't know. I've seen her bigger. But she's only
we still got time.
Halfway through her pregnancy, so there's still a lot of time, and most of the baby's growing is going to happen in that last like 4 to 6 weeks anyway. So we shall see.
Yep.
Stella, somebody said your head looks great.
Yes, your head does look good.
All right. So then Allison asked, what do you think is happening between Greta and Lucy, with Lucy keeps running away from Greta? Pregnancy hormones, or Greta trying to become the queen? I think it's all just pregnancy hormones, and Lucy is letting Greta get away with some stuff because if Lucy really, really wanted to, she would absolutely not let Greta behave in that manner.
Yeah. Next, you got this.
Oh, okay.
I'm just.
Do you want to get the next one then?
No, you're good. Go for
Are
it.
you sure you don't want
I
to
am
answer
not
this
answering
one?
that question. I am good.
So
That's
Kissy
funny.
asks, will there be human moderators for kidding season? So I mean, if it were up to him, yes. Up to me, I'm still kind of on the fence. I do recognize that we are going to need human moderators come closer to kidding season. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. We've got a lot of issues going on with some of the bots coming in,
which now gives us a good time for a public service announcement.
Oh,
PSA. Just because Nightbot can't catch you doing something wrong, even though it's listed in the rules not to do that, we can't do that. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but
here comes the bus.
But some people are learning that Nightbot won't get them like, ooh, Nightbot didn't get me in trouble for that. But it's written in the rules that you shouldn't be doing that, and people are playing that game. So please don't push the envelope, because once human moderators come in,
it's a black or white
issue. You follow the rules or you don't. We see it. We're just not jumping in like whatever. At this point, it's not really causing an issue. But I'm like, yeah, that's not cool.
So I guess the long way of saying it is yes. There will most likely be human moderators for kidding season, and I don't know. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes. Yeah. Happy New Year, Bill. Oh, the green got me. JL got me with her
9-month.
With her 9-month chat
members badge.
Yep.
I hear.
Ooh, that's a long one.
Okay, so are
you reading the question?
Yeah. Archie's mommy asks, now the girls are halfway through their pregnancies. I've noticed a lot of side butting each other. Could these headbutts cause any harm to the babies or even cause a miscarriage? So right now the babies are still relatively protected in that hip area. They haven't really traveled down out into the big barrels yet. But yes, that is something that as the pregnancies go on, I do not really like to see that slamming around. The probability is low that something bad could happen. But obviously there's always like that 1% chance that something bad could happen. Knock on wood. We don't have really experience with issues. But now that, just about everybody in that barn is pregnant, they're all pregnant around the same time. They're all going to be feeling really big and pregnant. Right. And not really have that desire to go and headbutt anybody.
Yeah. And that brings us right to the next question of several villagers asked, like several asked.
Yeah. It was like the topic
of today. When is Thor moving to House of Pie? Tomorrow. There you go. There's your answer. So we rewired House of Pie with another camera. So my attempt tomorrow, and I didn't want to do it today or before today, because we don't want to move crazy Thor to House of Pie and then come sit up here, right? We need to be available to catch his shenanigans. And the new outdoor camera is back up on House of Pie. So hopefully tomorrow we will have 3 cams going at the same time. One in Cassie's Castle, one inside House of Pie, and one outside House of Pie to keep an eye on Thor. Yeah. We are from Connecticut. So the person that just jumped in and asked, where are you guys from?
How'd that guy get his name highlighted?
You want me to tell you how he got his name highlighted
Sure.
in gray? He has over 100,000 followers.
Oh, well, good for you. Look at you.
Yeah.
That's how. That's kind of cool.
That's my guess. That's, I think, how that happens. Because I know when Doug and Stacy jump in, there's highlights like that.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. So, yeah, we're from Salem, Connecticut. Simon's Farms.
Yep.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Bunch of crazy goats around here.
Yeah, so that's when Thor's leaving. Thor's going to head over there, and we'll run those cams. Hopefully, all 3 full-time, 24 hours a day.
Yeah. So
That's
we
the
have
goal.
a little
and
bit
no
of...
more bouncing camera, just so we know. For a little while, to at least watch how he behaves.
Yeah, we cannot bounce the camera because, God forbid, you guys are out in the, the goat paddock and Thor's over there jumping.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot. So, yeah, Thor being a little bit of a wild card, we had to reinforce House of Pie with a couple extra, not just YouTube cameras, but also regular security cameras for our own that have audio alerts. Like if it picks up motion in a certain area, it's not working right now. It picks up motion when Thunder's standing in his hay feeder. So it's not really working right now. It's going to turn out to be something like, Boy Cried Wolf, but I'd rather check in 100 times a day, see Thunder standing there, than not see Thor in the human area.
Well, that's why the muck out had to happen. We had to clean out the barn to get ready for Thor. Probably build the new hay feeder tomorrow, because I can't have Thor jumping on that red hay feeder. He'll knock that thing over 10 times a day.
Yeah.
So I might, depending on how the move goes, we might build the new feeder and everything too.
Yeah.
Yep. And now I got to figure out who asked that question.
Deb asked a follow-up question. Yeah. Wouldn't a human, I think she meant moderator, just for Thor, be the best?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
You keep track of Thor. That is your only job today.
Right. Yeah.
That would be funny.
2 cameras, watch Thor. Yeah.
Yep. Thor needs extra bodyguards.
Yep. Going to the next question.
Okay, so Lynn Margaret asks, as has been mentioned in chat, maybe it has been mentioned in chat.
Yeah.
Is it possible to have some lullabies played in Cassie's castle after the babies arrive? We will miss nightly music.
We're looking into it.
So that is a great question. It is something that kind of we've thought about in the past, but it's re-entered, forefront of our brains. And we're trying to figure out a way to make sure some royalty-free music can be played in the barn safely. We came up with a couple ideas, but it wouldn't really make sense. So we just want to make sure we do it right. So we have a little bit of time to kind of nail this down, but
yeah. We're looking into it though. It was definitely a good idea to bring back. Just trying to find which one that
was Lynn's question.
Here. Yep, you're onto that one.
Yep. So David Smith asked, "What is the latest and earliest that any of the goats at Simons's farms have given birth that you know of?" So I'm thinking like latest and earliest, not youngest or oldest.
No, I think he means like 5 days early, 10 days late, that kind of thing.
Oh, see, I was going.
That's the way I get it.
Like by month. So the earliest that we've ever had babies was in January. With Thor and 80, and the latest we've ever had babies was like in April.
Okay, so now answer it my way.
The earliest we've definitely Sadie's 5 days early every year. So.
And then some of the Togs have gone up to like
Rainey was the absolute latest this past in 2021.
Yeah,
she had to get induced. Like she was 8 days over, 9 days over. It was a lot. Yeah. The Togs definitely are notorious for going over, but Rainey took the prize last year, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Right. Speaking of Rainey. Why are we speaking of Rainey?
She's huge.
Yeah. Okay, she's big.
My notes say 2, maybe 3. I am leaning towards the 3.
Yeah.
She could be huge.
Yeah.
Maybe she just has big babies, but.
So I'm working on a video to come out on Tuesday.
About Rainey?
No, it's just Rainey was the last part of the video I edited, and that's why it reminded me, like, because I actually saw that stat that you just said, like how late she was. Mm-hmm. I think 8 days late or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And how big her baby was, and that it was stuck, it was sideways, that we had to go in and assist and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to recap the whole year of 2021 in one video, and it's a challenge. It's You just buckle up for Tuesday.
Yeah,
Clear your
rather
schedule.
you than me,
Clear your schedule, because right now with the rough edit, the video's an hour long. So I'm working. I'm working on getting.
I'll never watch it.
I'm working. Oh, you will probably. I'm working on get some.
Who has an hour to watch a video?
So you have an hour to watch a movie. So yeah.
That's because
because you like the movies, you don't like me. Yeah.
Wow, that just got heavy.
Well, there's some parts of the video that like I need to put in this story, and the edit when that story happened was done so good that out of the hour, there's like bits and pieces. Yeah, hello. There's like bits and pieces, but then there's like this 6 minute, like it's the exact same.
They're all like, our video sounds good. I'll watch it.
I know they will. You won't. They will.
You're like, I got soap to make.
Yeah.
These people need to be clean.
Yeah. So it's right now it's at like 59 minutes, but I have to like run through the whole calendar and like what else happened last year and is it in this video? That kind of thing. And not everything's going in. I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't going to make it in. But
right. So thank you, Nightbot, for reminding us again.
Yes.
If you want the text alert update for just
okay, so we're gonna go
babies.
there now.
Yeah, we have to because now I feel like we're in the midst of
Nightbot's talking.
It's the second time Nightbot has said it, and these people are like, "What do I have to do?"
Yeah.
Okay, so Nightbot is telling you, even if you got text alerts last year, and again, our text messaging platform is good for U.S. and Canada only. Unfortunately, our UK people, you'll have to make your little phone tree Facebook group thing again. So we have to separate the whole community into the people who just want to have text alerts for kidding, for like delivery time, because we are absolutely going to be texting you when a mom is in labor. It could be 2:00 in the morning. It could be 2 in the afternoon. And if you're not okay with having your phone go off at, 2 or 3 in the morning, then don't sign up for delivery alerts.
Right. That goes back to we don't want to hit delivery alerts to people that just buy our products. So we have to separate the two.
Right. So if you want delivery alerts and you want to know, like you can sleep through, don't do it here, Pete and Kat. You have to text the number.
Text the phone number. Grab your
here.
Cell phone.
This is not like a
go
giveaway
to your
thing.
Text message thing and type in that 1-800, 1-800.
That's our number. Okay.
Yeah.
You're texting us.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
him
Let's
and me.
see if anybody did it. Keep talking.
There's a lot of people who have done it because we sent out the text message already. But anyway, so that's our phone number. Don't call it. It's only text only. Text that number. Type in babies22 to that number, and you will already be signed up for.
I'm already upset with this phone.
Delivery alerts. Okay, so that's that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that later.
Also,
I can do it on yours.
At the same time, do you want to change up the?
Yes. Ready?
Yeah. There's also this one. So if you've already signed up for the baby alerts, you want that. We're also offering this year. We're using this platform more this year. Because it's something we pay for, but it's free to you guys, completely free, except for text messaging rates do apply. Contact your carrier.
That was good.
For exclusive coupons and special offers and early access, text Insider to the same number. So if you've already done the baby one, then just send us another message. You don't have to go through the whole prompt again.
Okay, Sarah, you didn't have to text me our own number. She text us our own number, but that's okay. You got the babies part right.
You're got the babies.
You're in the
one.
group.
Okay.
You're in the group.
So you don't have to.
Patty,
text.
you're good too.
Oh boy.
Yep. There's a lot of people good.
A lot of people are good.
I'll reply to somebody. Oh, thanks.
Oh boy.
Send. There.
Anyway, so if you want exclusive coupons, special offers, and early access, text Insider.
In both.
We'll just wait for you.
There. Oh, sorry. I was just talking to somebody.
I'm
just proving the fact that
344
keep going.
People.
Keep going. Got it.
So you get the point. Okay, just text the
point.
Insider if you want the coupons for the website. Lotion, soaps, lip balms, bath salts.
And we'll do other normal coupons via email, stuff like that. So not the people outside the text aren't completely left out.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine.
These are just like
early access type stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe the day Moo comes down the driveway, y'all will be the first to know.
Everybody will know.
Don't
They've all been
know.
around. No, maybe.
It was just an example.
Yeah. But, yeah. Okay.
Angie's like, do I have to sign up or should I just move in? Girl, get your butt here.
Yeah. But you
She
should
already
sign up.
knows. Why? I text her privately.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I do.
Fancy. I just use the group form. Send it out.
Mm-hmm. No.
I didn't
Angie and
sign
I
up.
stay very much up to date on like whose ligaments are at what point.
Yes. Oh, somebody asked a question about their lip balm and they wanted to get in touch with us.
Yeah.
I saw that real quick. That's an email to this email right here.
Yep.
Send an email here if you have an order number, if it's an order problem or something or whatever, just send it there. And we will take care of it. Or at least talk to you about it.
We'll try.
Yeah. Okay, can people from the UK do it? Unfortunately, the text platform we purchased does not allow us to send text messages to the UK.
It does not work.
So that's where somebody in our group somewhere had a Facebook group of some kind.
Yeah, if somebody wants to take care of putting together a kind of a Facebook private message, it's a phone tree. Like you can set that up through our Simon Says Farms live page. If somebody wants to spearhead that, go right for it. I will approve the message. You can collect all the contacts. I know the one year we had that phone tree was hundreds of people big, and they had people from Egypt and Germany and Australia and Asia and
so it just turns into
South Africa
Facebook Messenger group kind of thing.
Yeah. So if you have Facebook, you just go to our Simon Says Farms live page, add yourself to the group. Make sure you answer the questions, or else I cannot approve your admissions. Right. And then if somebody in this room right here, 300 and something people, if one of you want to volunteer to spearhead that group, that private message, and send out those messages when a baby, it would have to be somebody in the United States or Canada.
Exactly.
That way, when you receive the text message from us, you can jump into Facebook, the private message group on Facebook that you created, and text the people.
And basically reiterate what we just said.
Yeah.
And push it out globally at that point.
Yeah.
Somebody said, do you get a confirmation text back? You should if you have never joined our text group before. Anybody texting the babies or whatever the exact, all the new stuff we just talked about, you're not going to get a confirmation back because you're already in our group.
Yeah. So like what
I said. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get to another question.
Sure. Another question was several villagers. No,
we already did Lynn's and we already did David's.
Oh, we're
so scroll down.
Here. Yep. David's. Where did he go? He was here, so you're up to here.
Okay, so Sherry Young asks, do each of the annoying bots have to subscribe for 20 minutes, or are they all coming from the same place, and do they help increase your subscriber numbers?
So we did some research, and we only have it set on a 5-minute subscribe window. Mm-hmm. So you have to be subscribed for 5 minutes, and if you are, you're allowed to chat. We are thinking about moving that to see if it'll slow down the bots. But one thing I noticed, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, that live cam was up for over 1,500 hours. I want to say it was like 34 days of straight 24-hour live streaming. 34 times 24. No, it's way over that. It was a lot. It was like 40-something days since we rebooted that camera. And the spamming stuff, bot stuff or whatever, all started in the last like 10 days. And we have seen an uptick in subscriber count. So they are subscribing, they're waiting, and then they're...
But I don't think so, because then we went, because sometimes we can see who is subscribing, correct. And it didn't seem like
none of them were
some
there.
Of those names were definitely not there. Not even like the general idea of what some of those names are. So I don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't really know.
And if I up it to 10-minute wait, I don't know if it'll help. So we haven't done it. You know.
Yeah, I also want to make sure that we keep that subscriber time frame lower,
Yeah.
Because as people are just coming in and finding us and
Right.
and watching the goats, and especially during the time where they're giving birth, like I want people to be able to jump in and say their congratulations and all of that, and hang out and not have to wait 20 minutes. Like that's a long
that
time.
would be too long. No,
That's
we'd
a long
stay at
time.
5, if not during kidding season, even go lower.
Giraffe Envy, do you have goat mask or moo mask? So we used to offer moo masks. Actually, Angie used to make them for us, and that was in the beginning of COVID.
That was a while ago.
We haven't done moo masks in a really long time.
Right. We've looked at other options, but we haven't launched any other masks since.
No. Yeah, probably. I don't know if we'll do masks again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still have mine. I actually have to wash mine.
Yes.
I'd like to use them again, but the white part has gotten dirty. So. Yeah.
Ready?
Sure.
What I was going to say before you get to that question is, after the camera reboot this morning, I haven't seen many. I think I saw one.
I definitely think, yeah, I saw at least one.
Okay, so then maybe the camera reboot didn't help. All right, go for it.
I mean, it was a whole lot worse the other couple days. So, Jamie Wilmer asks, what are all your goats' middle names?
Ooh.
I have heard a few, but was wondering about others. So not everybody has a middle name.
I thought you wanted me to answer this one.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I was going to say.
Whirl. He barely knows the goat's first name.
Depending on how upset Liz is, the middle name can change.
I don't know. When has it changed?
I don't know.
No, that is how they got their middle names. And, Thor doesn't have a middle name yet, which is shocking.
Oh, he'll probably get one in House of Pie.
Maybe. But yeah, Moo Moo, Marie, Sadie Sue, Amy Jo, Harper Jean. Who else? Lucy Lou.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not maybe. That is her actual name.
I don't know. Expect me to know. I'm still working on my hour-long video. It's gonna be my movie. Maybe I'll premiere it on Tuesday. You guys can all watch it together.
An hour. I don't have time on Tuesday.
Then don't watch it. I'll watch it with the village. I have an hour for you guys. Maybe. I don't know.
I never said I don't have an hour for them. I just don't have an hour for you.
Yeah, I know that. Got it. Yep.
Tuesday.
Maybe.
I actually have to get back to work, so I've taken
We do have.
Oh, and Danica Grace. That's right.
Yes. Danica.
Which is how Grace got her name, and Evelyn just needed an equally fantastic name.
Yeah. That could be a good movie premiere on Tuesday night. I don't know. Just saying. Okay, here, next question.
Joshua Bain asks, with all the pregnant moms this year, what will the pens look like, and will we get to see Aaron do hurdles again?
Hopefully no hurdles, but the hurdle showed up in the video recap of 2021.
I'm pretty sure you will be hurdling.
Yeah, hurdling will probably happen, and we hope, based on the community calendar, which is at the bottom of our website, all the way at the bottom, hit the village calendar or whatever it says down there, and you'll see that it is very possible that like the first round of moms can have their babies, and their babies will be, a good 10 days old plus, and we might be able to play like musical chairs with some kidding pens and not need 15 kidding pens all at once. That's what you said.
I was reading JL's, if you're a current text subscriber, you need to text babies22 for this year's alert.
Yes.
You will get subscribed, but you will not get a confirmation.
Correct. That is 100% correct. True. Nice job, JL.
Yep.
She heard you say human moderators. She's like, watch this.
Watch this. I'm qualified.
She's like, I got this. That was good. I might even highlight that one. No, that was good. It's true. You don't get a confirmation because you're already in.
Yeah. As long as you spell it all right.
Yeah, you have to spell it. And it doesn't matter uppercase or lower.
Yes, the dogs are snoring.
Oh, yeah. Stella is past out snoring.
She's dangling off of the edge of the couch.
Yeah, she's about to fall on the floor.
You'd think
Piper's over here
did something today.
Wait a second. How come she doesn't have a diaper on? Oh my gosh. If Piper turns around, this turns X-rated real quick.
She's getting better.
She is not.
She's getting better
down there. Okay.
Yeah, they're
So what will the pens look like? If you haven't been here
Oh
before.
my god, I thought you said this is what the pens look like.
No.
We were just talking about diapers.
So I was literally just talking to somebody, total ADD moment, about turning all these Q&As into podcasts. Like literally this goes for 2 hours.
Not this one.
This goes for 2 hours roughly. We strip the audio out, maybe cut out some dead spaces, but there usually aren't much dead spaces. Put an intro, put an outro, and there you go. You got a podcast. It was very pricey.
You never told me how much it actually turned out to be.
Oh, very, very. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But I get it. They're a big production company. They know what they're doing. They've got audio engineers on their team. They don't just strip audio, put an intro and an outro, and done. They handle everything. So pricey, meaning it's not in our budget, not overpriced, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it costs to hire a professional, whatever. It's just not what we can do. I don't know if anybody would listen to it, but the one thing we had to think about was, do we sometimes talk about things that in a podcast wouldn't make sense? Well, yeah, like what you just said. She's hanging off over the couch and look at her. You can't, things like that wouldn't make sense in a podcast. So that was just funny. I was just thinking, that was my ADD moment. Back to the kidding pens. We have all the wood ones.
Back to Stella's head. Yes, she's fine. Look at her. It's beautiful. She got her Christmas wish hair for Christmas.
You good, Stella? Oh my God, she just snorted.
Literally snorted.
I mean, there's a little mark still there, but not too bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, it takes time to
definitely
relax.
filled
She's like,
in.
leave me
Right
alone.
Here. She's like, I sleep. So yeah, I don't know if I'm almost wondering if Joshua's been here before, but if you haven't,
he's totally been here.
Totally has. He's one of
our 7 dudes.
Yes, actually, I think he sent in a picture and ended up in our village video.
Probably.
I think he did. I don't remember, but I think so. Yeah, all the wood walls will go back up, which will create 4 pens there.
That's the aisleway.
Right. So 4 there, 2 back there. That's 6. And then FEMA trailers go into that big open area where like the slide and the big pool usually are.
Yeah.
And the platform, and that's 4 more. So we can get to 4.
It's technically 5 more.
5 more, right?
And then I was thinking we still need to purchase those.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can get to 11 without purchasing anything else right now.
Right.
Yeah.
We have 14 moms.
I know. This is where we hope we can play musical chairs. Yeah. Yeah. Or find something. Yes, next question.
I saw a question about how loud does Aaron snore. You wouldn't even
Not that loud.
You wouldn't even believe
Not loud at all. No.
These are lies.
Next question.
Oh.
Fake news.
How many times am I slapping him like
fake news?
Snoring. Can't hear the TV. It's not fake news. It's very, very loud. It's not fake news. You're living in denial. It's the first stage. Okay. Is Gia staying in Cassie's castle? Yes.
Yes, she is.
Julie Von asks, with the spammers, do you want us to hit the report button or block button?
It's totally up to you.
So, I would hit both.
You can do both.
Just my personal opinion. I have found that if you block them first and then report them,
right. If you report them takes 3 clicks. You got to report, tell them why, and hit OK. And then once you do that, they're gone. They're also blocked too.
Oh.
But if you
duct tape fixes snoring. I don't want to be on a Dateline special. Yeah. No way.
Who wrote that?
Deebs.
I'm going to show you guys how to block somebody. Hang on a second.
Take Deebs, for example.
Yeah, you click these triple dots, and then... No, I'm just kidding.
And then she magically disappears from your screen.
Yeah, hang on. Can I put her in timeout from here? Oh, I can. Look at that.
You can.
I'm not going to. You're good.
Or you could add moderator. I mean, I think she'd make a good fit.
Yeah. Now that she's like on the duct tape team, that's it.
Team duct tape.
All right.
I'm on team good night sleep.
So you can do either. You can report or block. I don't know if the reporting works. I mean, I get it. YouTube's getting hundreds, if not thousands, of reports.
I mean, it just makes YouTube aware of the situation and how big it is. If it goes unnoticed, then how are they supposed to know?
Right, exactly. That totally just distracted.
Recording him snoring.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah. I take a couple
she
pictures.
Can if she wants, but whatever.
I took a couple pictures of his mouth catching flies.
I've caught her snoring too, and she still denies that she doesn't snore. Yeah.
Ladies don't snore.
Ladies fart, they snore. It happens. You just, like Tyler said, you fart like twice a year.
It's true. I had it last week, so we're good. We're good for a couple minutes.
There's you're smothering her.
She's fine.
You have a question.
What if it's a question for you?
It's not for me.
It is a question for you. Yeah. Okay. Barbara asks, are you going to be able to get your cement work done in Cassie's castle before it gets any colder?
So yes, we can. Our cement guy can do it. He's like, they add additives to the cement. They can totally do it in the winter. Not that he wants to do it when it's frozen outside and your fingers hurt and all that stuff. But lately it's been like 50 degrees. The challenge is it literally just comes down to finances. It's not at the top of the list. And it's kind of a goal for 2020 when we get to that goal question.
That was 2 years ago.
2022. Yeah. So, yep. It's up there. It's something I want to do, but it's just not there. Didn't make the top of the list to get done that soon. Can we get it done before kidding season? That might be able to happen, because if the moms are all stuck inside because they're pregnant and they're not going outside, can almost do two things at once. He could be pouring cement and putting that in while the moms don't go outside anyways because they're all in kidding pens. That was part of the challenge. He needs to do a lot of work out there with no goats in his way. And we couldn't, that was so hard to balance pre-Thanksgiving that I'm like, well, wait a second. If mid-February we've got all moms inside and he can get 2 days, that's all he needs. It's like 48 hours of no goats going outside at all, then it might be something we can pull off in February. I don't know. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea up there.
Vicky's not wrong. Men never hear a snore because they fall asleep in 10 seconds, while we struggle to fall asleep during all of their snoring and resist the urge to put a pillow over their head. Yeah. This sounds like a dangerous situation for Vicky's husband.
This does. Yeah.
She sounds like she might be at her wit's end.
I hope it's not a purple pillow. Those things weigh a ton.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like if you need an alibi, call me. I feel your pain, and we'll start a GoFundMe for your bail money.
Yeah. Here you go.
It takes a village. So Rolo, in a very reprimanding voice, asks, she didn't really ask, she told, Aaron, the last video was one of your best. My question is, Aaron's chest pain should not be treated lightly. Please slow down and have it checked. Pinky swear. You
know what? That did come out of nowhere. It was just weird. It was not that, I don't know. But you're right. It shouldn't be, it goes back to my goals for 2020. That question is going to be like a half an hour answer when we get to it. We will come back to this chest pain thing. We'll come back. We'll treat it lightly right now, and then we'll come back to it. But you know what?
By the way, that wasn't a question at all.
No,
it
wasn't.
More of a, I'm going to tell you what to do.
Yeah, I like it. If my brother's here, he's probably going to jump in too, because I saw him here a little while ago.
Are we supposed to talk about that tonight?
Talk about what?
Your brother?
Yeah, sure. Maybe later. Actually, yeah, I think that might.
Right?
Yeah, I think
we were
it goes
supposed to talk about that tonight.
So if I could throw it out there now for any of you that watched. So the last video was one of my. You know what? It didn't perform well. So we all know. I thought it was good too, and this new format of only. What? This phone is driving me crazy.
And this is why I don't like your brand of phone.
No, it's driving me crazy because my old phone broke months ago. That was in a video. And I've been running a broken phone for a while. I was finally able to upgrade, got the new phone, finally switched to it today. But every time I click on an app, it's like, who are you? And I'm like,
oh, yeah. So
I haven't clicked on this app since I started. Yeah, the last video is only the 5th out of that last 10 videos. It's ranked number 5. So, you know, it didn't perform that well.
Middle of the road, and it's
middle of the road. So. And it's a holiday. That could be what it is too.
Okay, they still like you.
But But yeah, that chest pain was weird. It like came out. I was like, ooh, what was that? Like that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we're not going to talk about that. Well, wait a second. Now we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Jason.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. You should have a sleep study because that means you're sleeping somewhere else at night and I can sleep well. And they'll diagnose you. Oh, but if you come home with one of those CPAP machines,
those are louder than me snoring.
Then we'll just have to do what my grandparents did and sleep in separate rooms.
Oh man, this couch looks
I get my way either
comfortable.
way. This is gonna be great.
Just kick me out. That's it. Fire me and kick me out. Go back on, silver singles.
Oh. Okay.
Head out to Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't Wisconsin.
It was North Dakota.
North Dakota, where all the gray-haired, cute cowboys are.
It's not even a thing.
It's totally a thing.
Yeah, really? All the cute cowboys live out in North Dakota?
That's what you told me.
That is not what that is what you made up in your head.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Know they have no idea they're going to think like, Liz, what did you do?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He had a dream.
Kick me out.
Nope.
There you go. Sarah asks.
Go ahead.
Will Gia get an ultrasound when the goats get prenatal shots?
I've read that goats can come back into heat even after becoming pregnant, and I'm still holding on to hope. She is a hopeful.
Yeah, she's not pregnant.
I don't think so.
No ultrasound for Gia.
That does go into one of our questions a little bit later, though.
Okay, we'll go to that question later. Which one did I do?
Who says I would go outside? Why would I go outside if it was double digits minus temperatures? I wouldn't go outside. I would have a hot silver single to do it for me. Actually, it wouldn't be single anymore. So
that's true. Yeah. What are you talking about?
My mom says, Liz, you would never make it out here with double digit minus temps.
Yeah. She just wouldn't spend any time outside. That's easy.
That's what the fire is
right.
for.
And it wasn't Wisconsin. It was a different state.
North Dakota is just as colder.
Yeah.
Several villagers asked, this is getting a little awkward. Will there be text alerts? Oh my gosh, did we not just talk about
We did. So we
okay.
Yes.
Do we really have to go over this again?
We already talked about it.
We talked about it. Text this number.
Okay, I'm working on it. You were too fast. Yep. The other guy would be so much faster.
We'll wait for the scroll. There it is. Scroll. Nope, it goes this way. Scroll. Text that number right there.
Yep.
And include babies 22.
Yeah.
Babies 22. That's for the delivery text message alerts. So that means you're going to be text in the middle of the night. If Moo starts pushing at 2 a.m, you're getting a text message.
So warn your husbands.
Go ding. Don't worry, they're busy
might
snoring.
Be looking for a silver single after you don't warn him that this is going to happen.
They won't wake up.
Oh,
it's fine.
They'll snore right through it?
Snore right through it.
Yeah. Okay. Good call. And then if you want all that other special stuff.
Yeah, you can also text the same number.
Yep.
Insider to get the coupons and special offers in the early access.
Yep.
We're trying.
Just be different.
Trying to grow.
Yep. There we go. Goodbye. There we go. Back to the questions.
Oh, Kathy's here.
You say that like you're upset.
No, because she did the super chat again.
Yeah.
Oh, Kathy. Now we have to get the long, she has to feed all of the goats.
She just fed them all. Here they come.
Okay.
Stella was watching.
Stella's watching up on the TV. She was like, "What? We're having cookies?"
Yeah, no.
Oh, Telly,
not
no,
real cookies.
Not
Stella.
real cookies. I know at the very end of that, Thor was getting a cookie, and then right after that, you got a cookie. But it's not on the thing. No. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. I'll be on it. Go getting ready to snore.
It's coming soon, people.
Coming very soon.
Yeah. You okay?
It's the one thing I do like about this year and this season and Q&As is that we can go do the barn Q&As, and
Go
then
right
after
to
that
bed.
it's bedtime. The summer Q&As, it's like, oh, we gotta go out and do the barn still, and it's like 8:00 at night. You know.
Where's my smoochie face?
All right, where were we at? Separate Village store. No, oh my gosh, I gotta scroll way down. Gia ultrasound, text alert. Here we go.
Okay. Judy asks, how old is too old to breed a doe, especially Lucy, Sadie, and Charlotte?
Oh, there's not an actual age technically.
He's listening.
Yeah.
He's paying attention.
I always pay attention. I just only have so much room up here.
I say that a lot too.
Yeah,
There's only so much room up here, and the rest flies right out. I can't do it. So yeah, there's not really a golden rule as far as like by this age they're too old and they should be retired. It's more like take into consideration their overall health and their health history. So that includes any kind of like struggles with worms that they have over the course of their life. How did their previous deliveries go? How did their previous pregnancies go? Are they good moms? Were their babies healthy last year and the years before? You know, and then after a while, if like things start adding up and you're like, nah, this just isn't. That kind of happened with Danica. She retired. She wasn't quite even 8 years old.
No,
yet.
She wasn't even 8.
And we retired her early because she had a couple different complications. None of them were really her fault. It wasn't like she came from bad genes. She just got dealt bad hands.
Right.
Between triplets, a triplet birth, Cache Valley virus, and then a dropped uterus. So, 3 strikes, you're out. Sometimes it's just one and done, like Poppy. So she just never really got better after she got sick during her pregnancy with Penelope, and she's been deemed special ever since. So she got retired right at 2 years old.
Yep.
Yep.
And now we move on to Hazel.
Does Hazel have issues? Oh, I mean goat issues.
You know what? Hazel's just so big. She's a flight risk. She just likes to run. And when we get her outside, it has to be a controlled moment with a dirt bike available to chase her down the road if she gets away. She's super fast, super big. And when she gets out, our dogs are all naked, meaning they don't wear collars. So if Hazel gets out, you can't hold on to her. She's you can't grab her collar. So, yeah, and we've had friends of ours track her in the woods for like an hour trying to go get her back.
So what happens with Hazel? She's a very well-trained dog until her feet hit the dirt outside, and then she is, to your point, running at full speed, all 130 pounds of her.
Yeah.
And we're calling her name like, Hazel, come here. And she looks behind us like, Hazel who? Yeah. And keeps running. She just has zero recall. She just wants to run and run and run. But as far as like her and the goats, no. I would not put her with the goats. The goats do not appreciate her size or her energy. They tolerate the little dogs because they don't really see the little ones as a threat. But I could absolutely see why the goats would not enjoy having Hazel around.
Yeah.
So it's for their safety, but also for, our sanity, really. So when Hazel goes outside, it has to be like we're all there with treats and, to your point, a vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To go and chase after her.
Yep.
Because she gets out and just runs.
Yeah, you have to almost if she's running this way, you have to drive the ATV behind her and push her back to the house.
Yeah, it's like herding.
It's like
you have to herd her back. Excuse me, my shirt is being pulled down by Stella. But Hazel does get along really well with Stella and Piper. She's really gentle. She knows her spatial awareness. She knows that they're little. But we can't really have them play based on what happened last year between Hazel and Stella. It was an accident, nobody's fault. big dog playing with little dog, not a great idea. So it's one of the reasons we have Piper is so that Stella has somebody to play with, and Hazel has Jake, so everybody gets their exercise and their lovin's.
Yeah.
But we can all lay on the couch together. Like if Hazel were here, she would be laying. Just like
sometimes
this.
In the living room, it's all three of them on the couch.
Yep. And Stella's laying.
No food.
Right, no food. But Stella likes to lick and suck and do something to Hazel's neck rolls. It's bizarre, but they have a weird relationship.
All right, next question. Here it is, the big one.
The big question. Valency asks the question of the evening, which apparently you're going to take a lot of time to answer.
Maybe not.
Okay, so what are your goals for 2022 for the farm, the business, and personal?
You first.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
That's not fair.
No,
I've given it a little bit of thought, and I guess for like the farm and the business, they're kind of like the same things to me. But my goal for the farm and the business, I'd like to see more growth. I don't know if I have a number in my head as far as like what I want the growth to be. I might. I just don't know how we're gonna get there. As far as like where I want to see the farm go this year, I'd love to have an even better goat snuggles season. And I mean, this is a no-brainer, but I would love to get through kidding season without a hitch. Like that would be phenomenal. I would be tickled to not have, issues this kidding season. And then as far as personal goes, it's definitely like I really want to be able to take the time for myself and make sure that I don't overextend myself, which I'm easily capable of doing, without really realizing that I'm doing it. And listen to like my friends when they say, hey, maybe we should take a day out instead of work today.
Is it? You're good?
I'd also like to drop 25 pounds.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
I just like to be a little healthier. It's not really all about the weight. It's really just about feeling healthier. And yeah. So, I mean, that's where I am. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm with you on the 25-pound part, maybe even 30. More information.
If you drop 30 pounds, you're going to be thinner than me.
No, I wouldn't actually.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm heavy. I'm up there. I think I'm close to the highest number I've ever been. I don't know, because I haven't stood on a scale in like a month. But that's going to change on Wednesday.
Oh, I also have another goal I wanted to.
Yeah. Ooh, say yours.
So I've actually had a lot of people reach out to me about kind of our journey that we're going through with Jake. And Jake's fine. He's home. He's happy. He's constantly kind of doing his ups and his downs. But this is going to be a really big year for Jake as well. A lot of things have happened we haven't really talked about. We're still sort of like putting all the pieces together. We've alluded to some things in the past, and we will let y'all know what's going on as soon as we know what's going on.
Right.
But there's a new series on our YouTube channel that I would like to start. Just kind of me and you. Sorry, I'm leaving you out.
No, I'm not. This is all her. This is her.
But we've gotten a lot of emails in regards to being parents of a child who struggles with their mental health. And I am by absolutely no means a professional at this, or an expert or anything, but I have 4 years experience with this, going on 5. And I can only share like my experience. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. We're going to start with an update, a current update, kind of like an intro to what that series is going to be all about and what we're going to kind of talk about. You don't have to watch it. I completely understand.
Yeah, it'll be thumbnailed and titled to the point where you're like, nope, I'm here for the goat, so I'm not watching that. Or,
I understand, like, if it's something that would trigger you guys, like, you don't have to watch it.
Right.
But for the people who can get value out of it, I think it's really going to be impactful if we can help just one or two of you out there who is also parenting a child with mental health issues, or if you yourself are struggling with mental health issues. It's kind of like, what are the resources? Who can I reach out to?
Right.
How do I build that support team, that support system that you're going to need? So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be full of information, full of storytelling.
But it's probably only you still have to come up with your format, whether it's going to be once a month, because that's the plan.
I think in the beginning it'll probably be a little
12 different videos once a month.
I think in the beginning it'll be a little more frequently, just because we kind of have to backstory, 4 years worth of stuff. But we'll figure it out together. Not you.
Yeah, no. Nope, not me. Well, no, I mean, yes, but not, I guess, not me. I don't know. But I never answered the question.
Go ahead. It's your turn now.
No, business, obviously. So it goes back to like the cement under the porch and the cards. Like, are you doing trading cards again this year? We've got a lot of expansion options we want to do, new products, new things people have been asking for, but we have to make business appropriate decisions. Smarter decisions. And it's like, yeah, I could, if I wanted to, put cement down this week, but that wouldn't make sense because we've got other things we're trying to launch. So it's just operate the business in a smarter fashion. Whether that means grow slower, that's fine, kind of. But yeah, that's one thing. But obviously growth, right? We have to grow it. It's not big enough to where we need it to be to actually start taking our own paycheck. So there's that side. And then the personal side, I think it goes back to that chest pain, and I got to get that checked out. And I want to maybe do something with my weight, but I'm I need to be held accountable. So I am starting a little bit of entertaining, educational, but yet maybe we're all in this together kind of thing on the air. If you've looked at the community calendar, it's already in there. It's called Weigh In Wednesday. And every Wednesday I'm going to weigh in and share the number and everything. I got nothing to hide. So I'm going to weigh in every Wednesday. So that's 52 videos in the course of a year, right? 52 weeks a year. I almost said 53. But 52 videos starting this Wednesday, every Wednesday, short, sweet, to the point, probably little to no editing on the other channel. And you can watch the journey, whether I gain weight, lose weight, maintain, who knows? And there might be like, look, I gained a pound and I know why. We ordered pizza on Saturday and Chinese on Friday and I didn't work out at all. Or, oh, good, I lost 2 pounds this week and I think this is why, and blah, blah, blah. So they're going to be short, simple. That's it. And it's more to hold me accountable, knowing that I've got hundreds of people watching. I want the number to go down. So that's my thing. I need to know that there's people watching, because if there isn't, I'll just sit there and eat the whole pizza and gain, and I'll be fat and happy. So that's kind of one thing
I have realized you cannot be fat and happy.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
So that's a personal goal of mine, to like go to the doctor, do the whole heart thing, like what's going on, even though there's nothing going on, but let's like do a physical, maybe get this big lipoma removed. I know some of you guys have seen it in videos, right? There's one right there, little fatty thing.
Yeah.
Get that. So there's those personal sides, and maybe, take a vacation. That'd be nice.
Are you going without me?
No, that would have been with you.
The
personal.
I don't do vacations. So.
Okay, silver single guy. I'll win that one, I guess.
Oh
so no vacation. Never mind. Move on to the next question.
Do you know my anxiety and how high it goes if we even start talking about leaving?
That's what we're trying to work on. Yeah.
I don't need to work on it. I'm perfectly fine right here.
Okay. Sounds
good.
Moving on.
Okay. Vicky H asks, do you plan to do a live stream when you move Thor?
Yes.
I think it would be highly entertaining.
No, the time while we're moving him, no. We got just the actual physical move of him We'll
we
have
need all
three
hands on
Yeah,
deck.
we'll have all 3 cams up, hopefully. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2 in House of Pie will be running indoor and outdoor, and the Cassie Castle one will be running. But yeah, the actual like handheld live stream, we can't do it. We need all hands on deck.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us here, and with maybe Tyler and Jake's help.
Yeah.
I don't know how much help they'll actually be trying to wrestle, 150-pound goat into a house he doesn't want to live in.
Right. Well, he doesn't know he doesn't want to live there yet. He might actually like it there.
Yeah, I tried to think like, okay, who's gonna be Thor's friends in House of Pie?
Yeah, I don't know.
If him and Billy and Pie buddy up, I could see them being friends.
Yeah.
But it would actually be really funny if him and Thor and Thunder become really close.
Right.
Since, that is his dad.
Yeah, or at least Maury Povich moment. We think it's his dad.
Yeah. There's really nobody else that it could be.
Yeah.
Yep. Please introduce Thunder to his son. Yes.
That will happen.
That's happening tomorrow. Yep. Tune in live.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Probably right after chores.
What time do you, Vicky H is asking a follow-up question. What time do you think Thor's making the big migration?
Probably right after chores. Okay. And who knows how soon chores will happen. I think there's a couple other things on the schedule tomorrow. I don't know. But,
Danica will be his friend.
Yeah.
Yes, his headbutting friend.
Yep. All right. Things like that. I'm going to try to cut my sugar intake,
So I realize
like
it's just a bunch of little things add up to a big thing. So if you do little things like I'm going to try to cut my sugar intake, that turns into something because by default, that should mean that maybe, your blood sugar gets better, your weight gets better, your energy level gets better, all that.
All right. Well, that's like me.
Little change.
I've said it, like, I'm not going on some diet. I'm not counting my calories in some app. I can't do that. I've tried it before. It doesn't work. But when we order pizza...
It works. It doesn't work for you.
Correct. 100%. Doesn't work for me. That's my point. But when we order out pizza or Chinese or whatever, and the kids, and like we're having food, instead of eating 4 slices of pizza, I'll only have 3. And it's a step in the right. When we order a grinder, I get the small one, not the large one. The little things like that can help. Hopefully,
sorry, still.
We'll see. As we all watch the chart for the year go up. As I weigh in every Wednesday.
So here's the thing, just in the last week and a half or 2 weeks that I started early because
good for you.
I realized that it was too dangerous to wait the extra week because I was like, nope, I'm just digging myself a bigger hole. So I need to start now and not wait till the first of the year. So I started right after Christmas, I think it was. And I realized that it's a lot of psychology.
100%.
Behind losing weight. It's a lot of you have to change your mentality because how you think about eating and how you think about food and all that, that's rooted so deeply into who we are from when we were kids. Even how our parents fed us, how we associate feelings with food, that it's all we have to figure out why do I eat like this, Yeah. And then it comes down to if you believe you can do it, you will do it.
Yeah.
It's that whole mind. We tell this to Jake.
We had that mindset conversation with Jake the other day, and
this morning.
He's got a lot of mindset work to do. Yeah.
So if anybody else is out there, it's all about believing in yourself, which I think is really hard for us to do.
Right.
Because you said I did that and it didn't work. Well, that doesn't mean that it won't work the next time. Or maybe that's just not the right approach for you. So maybe you should do something else. Yeah. But if you believe something will work, or if you believe you can do it, then you will do it.
Right.
If you tell 100%. Yourself you can't do it or this isn't going to work, then it's not going to work.
Hello, the business is a perfect example of that. We got laid off. I could have been on LinkedIn and got a job a week later.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, no, we're going to make this work.
Yeah.
That was the believe part. We believed we can do it, and we're doing it. We still got a lot more to do, but, same concept. When it comes to food, I like food. That's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you make gross food, then maybe I'll lose weight. Yeah.
That goes back to do you want, there has to be compromises too. It's not all about taking one whole category of food out either. No. And that whole dieting, no carbs, low carbs, whatever. No, I'm going to need some carbs in my life. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Life isn't worth living without French fries. I'm just going to say it.
Agreed.
So my diet, what I eat, has to include at least a couple French fries here and there.
Yeah. But somebody said it once. You can have cookies. You just can't eat the whole box.
Pack. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, that's kind of my soapbox, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So were there any other questions?
Oh, I just saw this one come up. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Where was it?
Was that our last question from
the
write-ins?
From the list.
Okay.
Yep.
So now it's a free-for-all. Y'all can ask your questions.
So I already cooked on it. Yep. I seasoned it up, heated it up the other day, and cooked on it.
It was yesterday.
Yep. It'll get even better as we keep using it. Yep.
Yep. Just missed one. Oh, Julie N asked, so will you have healthier meal planning on your Aaron Simon channel?
No, probably not. I don't. I mean, it all depends on how it goes. I mean, I don't want to commit to it. That's why I answered that so fast. But if we figure out a meal that is healthier and it's like, oh, this is pretty tasty, I could recording recipes is very hard to do.
It's time consuming.
It's A, very time consuming, and B, it's in the center of our home in our kitchen, and you've got 4 kids running around, and depending on what you're working on, I can't talk in the kitchen because her office is over there. So it's just not a good place to do it. Anybody that does recipes on YouTube is probably doing it in a kitchen that they don't use every day. Or everybody else is at work or not home or whatever. I've never seen it where it's like,
Or they're just not doing it the way you're doing it.
Or, yeah,
the formatting that you do is not typical.
Yeah.
A lot of them do just camera straight down, and they just have text over their picture, and you're not going to do that because you don't like writing.
Yeah,
so you'd rather talk to the camera.
Yep.
So,
I
will you ever give the boys a lean-to?
Every boy has their own little house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know this.
No.
Yeah, so they have their own little hut. So that acts very much like a lean-to. It provides them shade and a dry place to sleep when it's raining or shady spot. What are we doing? Why are you?
Very important question. I was in the middle. Okay, go ahead. The lean-to one. Yes, finish that.
So yes, they all have their own little shelters. So they have protection from all of the weather. So they don't really.
Yeah, they don't need a lean-to.
They don't really need a lean-to.
Yeah.
So does that mean I'm not allowed to? No, you can bring whatever you want. That's called cheat day.
That's cheat day. Exactly. That's where I was going to go. That was my answer. Yeah.
That's part of the whole, I'll just know that Kathy's coming and I won't eat from Thursday to Saturday.
Yes.
When Kathy comes, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
No, so that goes back to the whole, you don't have to exclude an entire food group just because, you're on a diet, Right. If I know that an event is coming up, right, you just have to plan ahead.
Yep.
And I don't mean I'm not really going to eat, from Thursday to Saturday.
Yeah, no.
But it'll be worth it, though, because Kathy always brings, the best sweets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even the kids are when they heard Kathy was coming around the Christmas holiday season, and they were I told them, get your forks ready, Miss Kathy's coming. And unfortunately, because, we want to make sure everybody stays safe, and Quinny had his COVID situation, we had to cancel our fork time.
Yeah. There was a question
which is okay, because everybody stayed safe, so.
There was a question up here earlier.
My knee is tucked under me.
Right here.
Since Gus is getting older, will you consider moving Roman back to House of Pie? Not right now.
Not right
Hey, Moo. Not right now, and so that's for a couple reasons. One being, hold on.
now. Is it falling?
Well, I'm trying to do this. Like, you know what? We'll just sit her here. One being that now Gus is used to Roman there, and they're not arguing and like fighting and trying to have dominance, and we're going into winter, so it's good for Gus to have a little friend. But should that change in the spring or the summer, and Gus is going to tell us whether he wants a friend or not. So right now, Gus is telling us that he would still prefer a friend. So we're going to let Roman hang out with Gus until he changes his mind. Well, that got really
I was
quiet.
looking for something. I thought I missed a question somewhere, but I see no question anywhere, so I'm not sure.
Chris, I never saw your question. So if you could
I don't know
put
what
your question...
I don't know what this means. They didn't do my question. I don't know what that means. Plus, chat moves fast.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
Jamie. This is the Moo Stuffy. That's our prototype, though. So Moo Stuffy, like for everybody, should be here when?
Oh gosh, they say January 3rd, so that's like
That's
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
So back a long time ago, though, when they changed our date from I'm just not comfortable today. When they changed our date from not the October date, then they changed our date from October to November. We were thinking it was going to be right around Black Friday. Then they changed our delivery date again to like January 3rd or 4th. And then they went backwards to November 17th. Then it went, and just like every other day, it changed to 2 or 3 days later. So I'm fingers crossed she is actually like moving, right? Anthony has her. We determined our driver.
Anthony, she's on a truck now. She went from a boat to I think a train to now a truck.
And Anthony has her. Oh, That's a little dramatic. Are you okay?
I saw this one come in. So about the lotion, switching gears to your fabulous lotion. Is there a similar fragrance to last year's Roman Kisses?
Unicorn poop would be the closest one.
Yeah.
But unicorn poop is a seasonal fragrance as well. So, not really. So Roman Kisses was almost like a black cherry fragrance.
Yeah.
And I think Roman Kisses might be coming back out for Valentine's Day.
I don't see why not. I don't know.
I just have to make sure I have the fragrance.
The fragrance and the label. And
labels are fine. I know we have plenty of labels.
Okay.
But I just have to make sure that we have enough fragrance. But it is something along with like Love Spell, and then there's a brand new fragrance coming out called Glow, and they're all going to be available except for Roman Kisses. I cannot make that one in bath salts. But I believe it's Pink Champagne, Glow, and Love Spell are going to be the 3 lotions and bath salts. And then we'll have some new soaps also launching. So once Moo Stuffy gets here, we're going to have a conversation. What was the conversation about? Yeah, that's right.
Moo Stuffy.
It's actually not about Moo Stuffy.
It's not about Moo Stuffy at all.
Right. It was something Moo related. That's why I was confused. But our Valentine's Day collection is going to be launching on January 15th. So that's also going to be the day that our massage bar launches. And I don't know if you guys weren't here the last time we talked about this, but every year I make something for Moo's birthday. Moo's birthday is March 5th. No, we talked about it a couple times ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I made a soap. We're going back to like the pre-order thing, right? We haven't done a pre-order since we first launched lotion back probably 3 years ago. Oh gosh, now Moo
What happened?
It's because I'm Richie.
Fell again?
She's like slowly falling behind the couch. She's like, help me. So her massage bar is going to be a pre-order item. It won't ship until March 1st, but we are allowing people to pre-order it so that you get your bar, because I'm not making very many of these bars. They're very time consuming. But you can pre-order that bar on January 15th. The only issue with that is that we are going to ask you to separate your pre-order from everything else that you want to buy on the 15th. So any of your Valentine's Day, if you want to stock up on anything, if you got some gift card money that you want to spend, it's burning a hole in your pocket, you can buy all of that over here on the 15th, but just separate your massage bar, and so that it's two different orders. That way we can ship everything to you. Why is there something over our face?
Because I'm working on something. Yeah.
You can ship, we can ship you everything else except for your massage bar. Otherwise, we have to hold it because shipping costs a fortune, and we don't want to have to ship out twice and not, get paid twice for that shipping. So, just so you know, we don't make any money shipping. So
we actually lose money.
So what you're paying is what it costs us, and sometimes it actually costs us more. So if you do us a favor and just separate your pre-order and have your pre-order be the only thing in your cart, buy that, and then if you have anything else that you want for that January 15th launch, then make a second order. Yeah, if you don't mind. Otherwise, your Valentine's Day stuff will be shipped on March 1st.
Right.
So, anyway, so that's the massage bar. Inspired by Moo and her love of milk.
Yep. That is her.
And it's scented in creamy strawberries. So it smells like strawberry milk. It's actually a really, really cool bar. And you can read all about that bar. Not right now. It's not live on the website. Just kidding. Can't see it.
Not yet. You can't make it live until pre-order day.
Yeah. So on the 15th, that will be the first time it's allowed on our website.
Yeah.
Do you still have the peppermint soap?
Yes.
So we have the peppermint bark soap. We also have the charcoal obsession, which is also a minty bar. So yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to go back to that other, because there was one thing that I didn't mention that I think goes along what's going on here in chat a little bit.
Okay.
About the goals for 2022.
Mm-hmm.
We've switched to 2 videos a week from the vlogging side, right? Tuesdays and Fridays, kind of recap what's going on around here, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You're going to work on a mental health kind of 1 video a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play around with that. I need motivation to kind of lose weight a little bit.
Right.
But I think from a personal goal, it's less is more from sharing with the audience. We have to decide what gets shared, what doesn't. Like, give our family their privacy back.
Mm.
The kids in some case don't want to be on camera. Some holidays it's like, Dad, the camera again. So
he's really talking about me.
No, not only you.
Let's face it.
And then sometimes questions come in for Q&A that we just don't want to answer. Mm-hmm. So if we saw the question come through via email and we didn't answer it, and then we see it come through here via chat, we're not going to answer it. Mm-hmm. It's just respect the fact that we don't want to. It's our
So when you submit a question to through email, and even in chat, sometimes we'll see a question and be like, nah.
Yeah.
That's kind of something, we're here to talk about goats and a little bit of our lives and the business and kind of what's going on. So it's not, we don't want to get super personal, although I did just tell everybody you want to lose 20 pounds.
That's fine. I mean, again, and I got to put up a thank you thing for Chris there. Hang on a second. I'm going to find her. I think she likes the Billy one, or the Moo one.
Well, Moo Moo is technically her goat.
Got it. There we go.
So thank you. Jan W's.
Oh, Oh,
Did you
I
just
thought
say it again?
No, that's late. That's
JNW's
27.
right. She legit has been saying it from the beginning of time. The thing is like as we grow and we settle into this, like we start realizing what we're comfortable with and what we're not comfortable with. And it's kind of like the ebb and flow. It's going to be like, no, we're actually comfortable with this today. Sometimes it changes on the daily. You know, sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm really just not feeling it. Like, but other times it's like, okay. So it's kind of trying to find that, like, what are you comfortable with? What aren't you comfortable with? And we have to take that into consideration with our kids. And, you know, if they're not feeling it that day, like, we don't push it.
And it's so funny because I talk to other people that are way bigger than we are. And they're like, yeah, when my kids were 8, 9, and 10, they were like, they wanted to be in every video.
Yeah.
But teenagers, you would think, like, oh, my dad's a YouTuber. Like, they don't want to be in anything. No. They're like, no, I don't want to be. No, that's cringy. I don't want to. Tyler's still like, he wants to be in everything.
But he goes back and watches it. And
but then he's like,
ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's like, you put that video up there, me popping my pimple. I was like, you gave me permission. You said yes. I asked, can I use this? Can I post these videos with you with that black mud all over your face? Mm-hmm. And he said yes.
Yeah.
And then when it's out there in the world and he's like, oh my God, that many people saw it? Yeah. Oh. And I'm like, all right, so 2022, from now on, like, basically Aaron's face might be the only thing you see all year. Like, unless the other people in the family really want to be a part of the video.
Right.
Like, that's pretty much. And I know if you look at some of the other big ones, Ost from Homesteady and Daniel from Arms Family, they are 99% of what you see on camera. And occasionally their kids and their wife and whatever end up on camera, but they run point. They're the ones that grab the camera and go out there and talk and tell you what's going on and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And the other people in the family are there when they want to be, not there by accident.
Yeah.
So that's it. More thoughtful, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it seems like Bobby hates it. Yeah.
Maybe that's not what he meant, but
I don't know.
Maybe it is.
Who knows? It's all right. They can all have their own opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Live chat, not love chat. Yeah. Lost sound. Did we lose sound? No, I didn't think so. We have sound still. At least I see it over there. I don't know.
So, I think that was all of our questions.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I don't
that
really
was.
See anything else?
That was. And up here, I didn't mean to go all the way up there. Over here. Let me see. Let me go back to your pre-entered questions.
Oh, I don't think Bobby was talking to us.
Oh, sorry.
I think he was talking about
closed
captioning, because live videos don't have closed captioning apparently.
No, I don't think they do.
No sound. Oh, no, it's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah, Bookie said that there was no sound for a second, but maybe there is. Yeah, chat's trying to explain why Bobby had that reaction. So
they're trying. Yeah, I don't think you can live.
I don't think on a live, because the AI needs time to process what we're saying.
Right. I know at one point YouTube was looking at that, but I don't know. Yes, continue as me.
Hey, that's excessive.
That's enough.
That's excessive. Come here. And you have like a piece of Stella fur in your eye or something.
No, wait a second. Closed caption up there. Not available for this video.
Right,
okay.
It's live.
Yeah.
I think once it goes to processing,
correct. Once it's over and it uploads, and it should. Yeah. I think there was. Did we answer this question?
Oh, maybe not. We're not done with questions.
No, there was one more.
That was actually a really good question. No, we didn't answer this one yet. So BK asked, I remember the vet information that a goat's fertility goes down if not pregnant after the first year eligible. Will this affect Gia's 2022 season? So, great question. Yes. There can be an issue with fertility if a goat does not get pregnant by a certain time. Gia is not in that window. if she does not, just like Evelyn skipped her very first year eligible, and technically that is according to us, because a female goat can have babies her very first year, so around 8 months, 9 months old, she can be bred. We don't do that. So we wait till the next heat cycle, which is a year later. She's about 18 months old at that time. And then she would be giving birth at around her second birthday. That's, to us, her first time eligible. So now Evelyn skipped her first time eligible. Gia skipped her first time eligible. And that's okay. So next year, when breeding season 2022, actually not next year, but later this year, now that it's 2022. So in the fall, when Gia comes back into heat, we're going to really try to get her bred, because after next breeding season, if she does not get pregnant by the time she is a 3-year-old, then her fertility can drop. So, Gia is not in danger of like losing any kind of fertility right now. If she's not pregnant, that just means like she needs another year. Her body is still young, and it's just going to be, the fun auntie for Gia this year. We actually just had this conversation with Piper's vet. I don't know if we ever went over that.
We did not go over that.
So Piper, as some of you might know, we got Piper to be Stella's playmate and friend. But I think it's been one of your dreams was to, you've always talked about.
We've always talked about it. We talked about it with the Weimaraners. We talked about it with the Great Danes. We've talked about it with the Frenchies.
Right. And I think we looked into a different breed too, about getting into breeding dogs. It's not something that I really ever really thought I would see myself doing.
You also thought you'd never make goat milk soap.
I also did say I would never make goat milk soap, but Here we are. But I did a lot of research about the Frenchie breed, and I understand they have a lot of issues like that are just known in the Frenchie world. And between our experience with goats and animals in general, I felt like this was not something that we would take lightly, and we would definitely enter into it with the expectation of like, if we end up getting a puppy with the intent of wanting to breed her to better the breed, to better their health issues, to get a stronger bloodline in our area. If, like with Piper, we picked Piper for a reason. But on paper, she looked great. We just needed to know, like, deep down inside her genes and her, like, how she ends up growing, that it all had to be good.
Can I pause you for a minute?
Sure.
David just said you should get a
Dotson?
Dotson. My grandfather bred Dotson.
Right.
That's the whole point where this came from. For years, he was a Dotson breeder. We had Misty, was our little female Dotson that we had. Mm-hmm. My uncle had Sir Michael. That was his name. Yes, Sir Michael. Yep. Mm-hmm. So Dotsons ran in the family for generations.
And now even Uncle Charlie and your cousin, they still have Dotsons on their side of the family.
Right.
So we fell in love with the Frenchie breed. And so we did enter into getting Stella a friend with the intention of possibly breeding her if everything turned out correctly. So we've done the genetic testing, the blood tests, and all of the genetic markers that we, don't want to see or we do want to see for Frenchies, and that all came back great. And then just recently, it was the day before Christmas Eve, we took her to her fertility specialist because she is in her first heat cycle, just to kind of get a better understanding of like, well, what comes next. And so she went over with us that, Piper should be in her third heat cycle before you breed her. And it's a lot. It's a lot of like driving her to the specialist, getting her blood test every like 2 days, maybe every 3 days, and then timing her progesterone levels to where they know she's ovulating, and then breeding her. Frenchies cannot be bred naturally, so There's a couple different techniques that they use to breed Frenchies, and what road do we want to go down? How often do we actually want to do that? And then towards the end of her pregnancy, Frenchies cannot deliver naturally either.
Right.
So that is, it is definitely, everything to consider. So as of right now, this is something we don't have to, we can continue researching and we can continue deciding what we're going to do. But as of right now, we're not breeding her until like next year.
Yeah, it was a year from now. If she goes into heat around November, December of 2022, that's when she would get bred.
So she would be due to have another heat cycle in about June.
And
we're not going to breed her that heat cycle. So then 6 months later is December or January of 2022, 2023.
Right.
And then unfortunately, that puts her due date, which they're only pregnant for 63 days. That would put her due date right on top of kidding season.
Of 2023.
Yeah. So
if this all goes that way. Just for those that have been asking. And we have people that are already shopping at our store that have been here multiple times that are like, they want to be on Piper's waiting list already because people are looking. And
the guy who cleans our porta potty is like, I have a boy for your female, like, because he breeds Frenchies as well.
Did you see
that?
But
we're gonna be going through Piper's breeder. Piper's not brindle actually, and the coat for brindle and merle, which is what she is, can look pretty similar, but she's actually considered a blue and tan merle. So very same color pattern kind of as Hazel or Great Dane. So Hazel's actually just a blue merle. There's no tan. She's got the traditional white mask and all of that. So I am actually a member of a couple different like Facebook groups, but not a true the French Bulldog Breed Club. And she's also registered with AKC and all of that stuff, which And
I have not started the giraffe one.
Oh yeah. I think a hay barn is next.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah, because it's actually a hay barn and like other things. Barn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, it is actually a lot to think about. That resolution just might not be quite right, but nobody else is. So nobody else is complaining. So yeah, it's a lot to consider. It's a lot to think about. It's a big responsibility, and it's nothing that we would ever take lightly. We enter into this knowing that we're going to do what's best for Piper. Just like we try to figure out like what's best for,
what's better.
What's best for the goats individually. We'd make sure that, we're never going to put Piper at risk. But I mean, she's got some good bloodlines. So I think we have something good to work with. So I don't want to pass up the opportunity.
Oh.
And we have a great mentor in her breeder. So that's also another plus. Like, we're not just doing this willy-nilly. So.
Yeah, no. We were talking to him about that before we even bought Piper.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, other thing barn. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I didn't lie. It's just, they don't know what that other thing is.
Yeah. We don't have it though. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Piper is like the Grand Canyon. Her splendor can't be captured on cam. Has to be experienced.
Yeah. Okay. That's
very
good.
Philosophical.
No, Aaron is not getting a giraffe. No, it's not happening. No giraffes. No, not happening.
Mm-mm. There's going to be a shirt. The whole "that's not happening" shirt.
Yeah, that's coming soon. We should make it. All right. I think that's it. I think we are good to go. Eat dinner.
You already ate.
Yeah, eat again. It's not Wednesday yet.
So if you all know it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Wednesday's weigh-in.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, the higher the starting point, the more I have to lose.
That's not.
Looks like how.
Look, it looks like all the animals behind us have had a little bit too much to drink here.
Oh my gosh, look at Moo. She's
I know.
So...
I can't get them to stay on top of the couch. Okay, you there. You.
Do you still have rabbits? Yeah, we still have a couple. We haven't bred rabbits in years, though. Years.
That got
We sold a couple last year during COVID. Yep.
Nobody moved.
Yeah.
Have a salad.
Oh, yeah, right.
That well?
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Where did it? Oh, I gotta delete it from up here. There we go.
For shame.
Oh, here's the last.
Animals.
Here. What's that?
Drunk animals. Any plans of any new animals for the farm in 2022?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't even think, and I'll just put it out there now. I don't think we're doing pigs this year.
Why, we have too much?
Yeah,
meat
I think
still?
we have too much. We.
If we run out of bacon, I'm not going to be very happy.
Well, yeah, but I'm not doing pigs just for bacon. I get it.
Turn the whole pig into bacon.
You can't. And we have a lot of meat still in our freezer. Between all the chickens we did and all the pork, it's like you literally need to put on the waiting list for the pig right now. You know what I mean?
True.
And it's only 6-7 months until the process happens. What was that, September? You know, I can't remember.
Huh?
When did pigs go to process? Was it September? I don't remember. But my point is, I don't see us eating all that in 6 months, is what I'm trying to say.
They're saying you should have a snack, not a second dinner.
You're probably right.
Yeah. And yes, we still have Brick.
Yeah.
And yes, he still is best friends with Miles, the kitty.
Yes.
They rub up on each other every day. They're super cute.
Yeah.
Shy still hides in her little hidey hole.
Yep.
Yeah, they're cute. And Hunter, got over himself. I don't know if you saw last week, Hunter was in a bad mood. The slide flipped over on him in the middle of the night because some wide load goat knocked it over.
Yeah.
And scared the bejesus out of him.
Yeah.
And then he was cranky at me the next day, like I had done something.
Yeah, no, it wasn't you.
Well, he took it out on me.
Yep.
So, anyway, I guess it's time to go because you're getting hungry.
It's time to go. Just so we know, my first dinner was a snack. I didn't have a real dinner.
What did you have?
I just cooked. I didn't. That's my point. I cooked 2 dinners.
Okay. It is only 7:52.
And never ate them.
It's still an appropriate bedtime. I mean,
dinner time or bedtime?
It's bedtime for me.
Oh,
listen, I stayed up to watch the ball drop. Okay, so I'm
which brick? Did she just say which brick? Brick is one of the Holland Lop.
Brick is one of the bunnies.
One of the bunnies. Yeah. Yep. All right, time to go.
All right. Well, hold on before we go.
Okay, never mind.
Jeez. He's just about to hang up on y'all, and I'm like over here like, you got to say goodbye.
I was going to.
So we want to wish everybody a happy new year.
And a wonderful 2022, and thank you all for 2021. Yeah.
And we want to send out our thoughts and prayers to those who are experiencing some of Mother Nature's most wild and crazy weather issues right now, between the tornadoes and the flooding and the wildfires and the cold temperatures and the blizzards and whatnot. It's crazy out there. So everybody stay safe. We're all thinking about everybody out in Colorado and down in, Tennessee, and was it Tennessee and Kentucky?
I think so.
That was having like some of the bad the tornado stuff. So everybody stay safe, and we will see you in 2 weeks for our next Q&A, but we'll see you tomorrow out in the barn for Thor's moving day. He's getting kicked out. Yeah. He's going to live with his dad.
Yes, that's where he's going.
His mom can't handle him anymore.
He's kicked out to go live with dad. Yep. All right.
To live with the dad.
Sounds good.
All right. Time for second dinner.
Yep. See ya.
Not for me, for him.
Bye-bye.
Bye.